I'm coming for you, sis. Hold on, Odd. Odd! I'm gonna find you, okay? Tell me where you are, Odd! Help me find you! Odd! I'm here, sis! I'm coming, Odd!
More than a year had passed since her sister had been taken away from her, and in all that time, Even had never dreamed like that before. Even knew she was now awake, and knew this was the same house she'd lived in her entire life. But something seemed off. Something seemed different. Or was it simply that she had changed? A portrait of Uncle Jinx. It was said he'd sailed the 7 seas and then drowned in the 8th. A painting of Aunt Cordelia. She could play every single musical instrument in Onecroft, which was impressive, but none of them well, which was markedly less impressive. An image of great-great-great-grandmother Waters. She was the woman who'd invented sliced bread, which made everyone very excited. Well, before then, they'd just taken great big bites out of loaves. An image of great-great-grandfather Peters. 200 years ago, he ate all his clothing to win a bet. Even supposed that was the reason this portrait stopped at the neckline. These paintings showed stories Even's mother told her were safe to share, because they were true. Or so she said. Like the story of the cardmakers of Fivetown, who'd suffered a horrible fate. Odd shoes, little parts of her life, still dotted their house. It didn't make it a happy house, but that was fine by Even. She never wanted to forget her sister. Even's mother had always painted, and she'd share with Even the stories she'd hidden in her paintings. Wonderful tales of daring heroines and dashing adventure. She told her never to share these stories with the outside world. These stories might upset the Queen, and she had eyes and ears everywhere. Even's father never told her stories. He preferred reality to fantasy, the physicality of hammers and nails to the ephemeral mists of dreams and fantasy. Oh, it was still very late, or was it very early? And Even didn't want to wake her parents. The scariest painting Even's mother had ever made was of the Shadow Man, a mysterious figure who'd gobble up children who ventured too far from home. Even was too old to believe in such stories, or at least that's what she told herself. Although she'd been gone a year, so much in this house still reminded Even of her sister Odd. Others had told her the pain would fade, that her absence, which she felt every day, would one day simply disappear. Others had been wrong. Even stared at the toy, feeling the ground tilt beneath her. That was the exact same stuffed animal she'd given Odd on the night she was taken. Even knew her parents would be heartbroken when they woke and found her missing. But she had to go. She had to know. That glowing figure seemed to keep its distance from Even. When she got closer, it moved further away. It was leading her somewhere.
Phew! Easy there, Even. What are you doing out so darn late? You're running like the old witch Uma put a curse on you. Oh, darling, you're trying to find your sister, aren't you? I'm afraid the past is the past, child. Ah, that spark in your eye tells me you're not fooling around. I remember being your age once, I do. And I know how important imagination can seem. All right, I'll get out of your way. But don't tell your parents you saw me. Deal? You're quite welcome, young Miss Even. And stay away from the outskirts.
Wait up, please! Wait up!
This was Onecroft, the world in which Even and her small family lived. Like all Wanners, they hauled junk for the cargo ships that came and went in the night. All this labor was done for reasons that were never clearly understood. The Queen willed it, and no one would dare oppose her, and that was enough for everyone. Everyone, that is, except Even.
Come on, Ben, just hit it. It's right there.
He's trying, Lucky.
Aw, shucks. I'm all out of potatoes.
No breakfast tomorrow, and you couldn't hit the spot. Smooth going, Ben.
But it wasn't my... I mean, you're the one who... Aw, I guess you're right, Lucky. You seem like you're looking for something, kid. I thought I recognized you. You're Odd's sister, right? Did the big roll a year ago, if I recall. She's in the Queen's care now, kiddo. There's nothing any of us can do. That it is. But I didn't get this far by chasing after ghosts, and I recommend you do the same, Even. Go on home. Your parents will be worried.
There, you saw it, didn't you? There it was again.
Come on!
Or whatever that spirit wanted. It seemed to involve bringing Even here. But why?
Random rules, Even. Well. Look at you. I see ghosts all around us, child. Ghosts of the way the world used to be, and how it could be still if the Queen were ever to die. But of course she can't. She can never die. You've heard the good news, haven't you? The Queen is a force of nature, like gravity or death. You can't argue with gravity. You don't debate death. You just go along with her, because you know her rule is law. She is eternal. She's never wrong. She makes the rules, random rules, and they're always right. It's incredible to live at the same time as such a wondrous being. I hope one day she notices me, up riding a shining spider stallion, notices my love for her, notices my worship. You can't escape her, you know. No one can. It's all perfectly designed. I'd love every minute of it.
One town was unique. Some who lived here were kind, treating the Queen with respect, and others seemed to have been broken by her in one way or another. But it was home, the only home Even had ever known.